Welcome to Skully's Longbox, where today we're counting down the top 10 most powerful DC characters. Okay, let me start off by breaking down what I mean by powerful. I mean that they are more than just strong and hard to kill. They're near god level or power, and they have something about them that makes them incredibly difficult for the majority of the DC universe to defeat. And since I'm focused mainly on the New 52, Superboy Prime won't be in this list. Coming in at number 10, the Specter. The Specter has all the abilities a god would have, including but not limited to manipulation of time and space, control over all matter, invulnerability, and limitless strength. If he decides he wants someone to not exist, he can just make it happen. He does not have many weaknesses, but the ones that he does put him at the bottom of this list. He can be hurt by very powerful magic. Specter is bound to a mortal host, and while his power is great, it is limited. The more he uses, the weaker he gets. His most crippling weakness is divine law, meaning that he has to follow very specific rules when using his powers, like not hurting an innocent. And it's for these reasons that he is at number 10. At number 9, we have the Phantom Stranger. The Phantom Stranger is hinted at being Judas Iscariot, the man who betrayed Jesus, but like who he is, the full extent of his powers and even his identity are not known. But he has gone toe-to-toe with people like the Spectre. He also has an ability to know everything about every situation and every person that he meets. He seems to be immortal and lacks the ability to age. He can also fire energy bolts with great force, travel through time, dispel magic, reveal illusions, and survive in space without any type of life support system. He can appear anywhere at any time. In many cases, despite his obvious capabilities, he claims he is not allowed to end a crisis directly, only guide others to take necessary actions, and that's why he's at number 9. Coming in at number 8, we've got Darkseid. First off, let me start by saying that the two people that came before him may be more powerful, but they are bound by laws and rules that would not allow them to do anything about Darkseid. His strongest ability is his Omega Beams, which he can fire from his eyes and are able to destroy all living matter. Only some super beings are able to withstand their power, like Darkseid himself and Superman, but it does inflict great pain to Superman. He is super strong, invulnerable, incredibly fast enough to catch Superman, and is super intelligent. He prefers to take the role of the general and let his minions do the majority of his work. He also controls all of Apocalypse and all of its technologies. Spoiler, he has most recently destroyed Earth 2. He's that powerful. Sitting at number 7, we have Trigon. Trigon is pure evil and a powerful demon. He is shown to be capable of immortality, energy projection, telepathy, size shifting, super strength, virtual invulnerability, reality manipulation, telekinesis, and matter transmutation and matter manipulation. He was able to reshape the entire planet Earth on a whim, drain the souls of millions of worlds, and can create hordes of demons under his control. He can even regenerate from nothing if he is destroyed. His only real weakness is his own arrogance. And he can't travel to other universes on his own, he must be born into them. Number 6 is Voltham. Voltham is the first Lantern ever and was originally a human from a different universe. He has the power of every Lantern at his fingertip. He must feed off emotions to make himself stronger. His biggest strength is the ability to alter reality for everyone from every time. Keeps him from being higher on the list is the fact that he needs to feed off the emotions of others to build up his own powers so that he can make his new realities lasting. That's without more power, his realities can only last for so long before they revert back to normal. And here we are into the top 5. Number 5 is none other than Necron. Necron is death. He is more or less the Grim Reaper because he is the physical embodiment of death, and everyone and everything that dies increases his power. He does not have to go out and do anything to get stronger, he just has to wait for life to run its course. He can alter reality, has a death touch, can control everyone who has ever died, and cannot be killed. His weaknesses are the fact that he can't be on the material plane of existence unless certain conditions are met, such as a tear in space-time or a mortal link like Black Hand. For this reason, he's not higher on the list. At number 4, we have the Anti-Moniter. He's incredibly powerful, so much so that he has the highest kill count of all villains in the DC universe, and has destroyed thousands of universes. Spoiler, most recently, the supervillain-ridden universe of Earth 3. He consumes the power of positive matter to increase his own power. He can manipulate matter to change his size. He has vastly superhuman strength, extraordinary durability, being able to survive the explosion of a blue star-going supernova. He can project destructive bolts of energy and greatly augment other beings' powers, so much so that they can't control their own powers. He can even warp reality. His most devastating ability is his ability to absorb energy from anything around him, from an ant to a universe. He can be killed and has been before, but as long as the Antimatter universe exists, he will be reborn there again and again. The fact that he can be killed is what keeps him from being higher up on the list. Coming in number 3 is one of my personal favorites, Kyle Rayner, when he has a White Lantern and when he has the life equation. When Kyle Rayner is in this form, he is as powerful as God. The only thing that limits him is his fears and doubts. He could remove anyone from this list so far with just a thought. He could turn the Anti-Monitor into a flower. Kyle Rayner being human and having doubts is what led to him creating his biggest bad, Oblivion. No one else on this list has gained as much power as Kyle Rayner has. Can literally make whatever he wants, whenever he wants to happen. Again, his biggest weakness is the fact that he is a human. He is limited in his thought, and he is limited in what he is willing to do. Coming in at number 2 is the Imps from the 5th dimension. I want to start this off by saying I'm sorry. There is no way I can pronounce their names. So I'm just going to say Mix and Vix and Batmite. So the 5th dimensional Imps are near limitless in power, and their power is hard to explain. It's like trying to explain our 3rd dimension to someone from the 2nd dimension. What looks like a spear in their world looks like millions of angels in ours. They're so powerful that they have the ability to create universes on a whim, and they do so as hat tricks to entertain themselves. Luckily for everyone, the Imps don't really care about doing anything to the DC universe, other than pranking them and bugging them, just all around being annoying. So, that's good. And at number 1, which some of you may have already guessed, is the Presence. This is God, the DC universe. His true form has never been seen, and his powers are limitless. He can do anything to anyone at any time. He knows everything and has no weaknesses. Most recently, he has been showing himself to Phantom Stranger in the form of a Scottish Terrier, because I guess even God gets bored, and he finds it entertaining to watch Phantom Stranger squirm. One of the most interesting things that he has ever said is he is not in favor of organized religion because he feels it destroys what his original intentions were. That brings this countdown to an end, but remember that everything in this video is my thoughts and my opinions. They are not the written law of power by any means. If you feel like my list is wrong, post your own down in the comments and tell me why. Is there another countdown that you want to see? Put it in the comments. Don't forget about our Twitter, @Skully's Longbox. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share.